I hope y'all are feeling this, cause we're coming to you live,
Straight out the trailer.
straight out the trailer. Yeah, that's what I said. Coming straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
You can bet on that.
Bet $1 million.
Yeah, you better not be hating.
Don't hate.
Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. I'm coming to you. Straight out the trailer. I'm running from the jailer.
Yeah, the jailer.
Need to send me a motherfucking express mailer.
Express mailer.
Going to see the motherfucking bailiff.
You don't want to see the bailiff.
Cause I'm coming straight out the motherfucking
Trailer.
trailer.
Motherfucking trailer.
Yo, we're kicking it in a double wide deluxe. This baby's so sweet, you better bring your tux. Straight rare and roll-ups. You need to show me the big bucks. We're making this flow straight out the trailer. Coming to you straight from the motherfucking trailer. Straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
Yeah, coming straight up out the trailer. When you leave here, you're gonna need a bailer. Cause the jailer, he's coming up in the trailer. He's gonna bring down the lawman and take your white boy out of here. Jump if you got a trailer.
Jump, jump.
Holla if you got a trailer.
Holla for the trailers.
Yeah, I use shot collars. Staying in the trailers. You're still all players.
Players in the trailers.
Just cause you grew up in a trailer
Don't be
don't
hating.
mean you can't be a player.
Player.
Straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
Coming to you.
The trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
From straight out the trailer.
Yeah. We got the baddest double wide on the block. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
sweet.
don't make me mad.
No, don't do that.
I'll load that baby up to my hitch.
Quicker than you
I'll
can
be
speak.
on down the road.
Don't even blink, it be
Yeah, you
gone.
heard me. Down the road.
Down the road. Down
Straight
the
out
road.
the trailer. Straight out the trailer. Yeah, we're coming from it. Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. We're coming to you. From straight out the trailer.
Oh, yeah. I'm straight out this trailer. I smell someone cooking some chicken. I'm hungry. There's one thing about living in a trailer park. People are friendly, and they will feed you like you was animal. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the
What's up, everybody? Rain here. Not sure if there's anyone here. It's showing that everyone left. Showing that everyone left that was in the stream or chat. So I'm thinking it's going to be a slow night. It's a slow rolling night. Hitches and glitches. When mullet. What's up, buddy? Huh? Hitches and glitches. Yeah, it doesn't show anyone on my end. It doesn't show anyone. It was showing people, then now it's not showing anyone. So I don't know what's going on. And that's on StreamYard. So what's up, Wem Mullet? Bobby Townsend. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Island Ghosts. Yeah, I think it's going to be a real slow night. Everyone's in freaking New York, man. Crazy. What is up, good people? See here. Live. You're live. No. Anyways, hitches and glitches. When Molt says, here, here. Bags is live streaming right now. Oh, is he? Oh, nice. Right on, Legendary. So let's see. Let's go find it. On his YouTube. Hold on. Let's see here. Let me find it. RP Bags. Yep, shows them live. Wow, 400 people watching. All right, hold on. Hold it now. Let's see here.
Ripple to me. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank my kids. 2 of them are here. I love you guys. Amen. There are countless others that we should be thanking tonight, but it truly is.
Yeah, we're behind you.
Appreciate you, fam.
There's Bag.
Yes.
We live in NYC. Proper party.
Looks packed.
28 days since Judge Torres
It looks
declared XRP is in and of itself not a scam.
Yeah, it's definitely popping.
To be able to say
They had to
unequivocally that the law of the
wade
land
through the
is
freaking
XRP
rain-
is not a
the
security
rain,
is
like-
just epic. And it is a
Like it
thanks
was
to
the
all
flood
of
during
those
Noah. The seed parted for Moses.
that we have won.
Look at all the phones in the crowd.
And you guys are worth fighting for. Thank you. All right. On to the more exciting part. Please welcome Lenny Kravitz to the stage.
Oh shit, they got Lenny Kravitz. I guess we're streaming this. The watch party, folks.
Peace out, guys. Stay bullish.
Oh, I guess not. Damn. Anyways. Or what am I doing here? Damn it. Oh man. Hold on. There we go. Well, that. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, it didn't last long, did it? The watch party did not last long. Bobby Townsend said, "Let's go!" Yeah, I guess probably because Bags didn't want to get, I don't know, he probably didn't want to get demonetized or a strike or something for having Lenny Kravitz music. 250,000 for the trial, 250,000 for the party. You mean 250 million? Yeah, it does suck. It does suck, man. Because it's like, what are we gonna do now? Anyways, rain here. I don't know what happened to my. I don't know. I guess it's the way I have it set up for my camera, huh? There we go. I don't know what's better. Maybe this is better. I wish I could move it on the screen, like grab it and move it. So, how you guys doing, man? What's up, Legendary? Hope you've been doing good. Wem Mullet. Hope everyone's doing good. Bobby Townsend. Yeah, Bobby Townsend's, I guess he's at work. So when he chats with us, then we are privileged because he doesn't want to get fired. You're fired. Like fucking Trump. Oh my God. I was actually even considering just canceling tonight because I figured no one would be here. You know? Cal Cullen. Fellas, and ladies. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Thanks for showing up. Yeah, yeah, we were showing the proper party. Bags was streaming it, but then they brought out Lenny Kravitz, so I guess he was like, he's done. Bobby Townsend says, I'm here. Shh, don't tell my boss. Don't tell my boss. It's awesome. That's a diehard, man. Someone that'll come show up on a Friday night and risk getting in trouble by their boss. to come and hang out with Rain and the folks. The ones that aren't in the house in NYC, right? What you got there, When Mullet? What is that? Yeah, I can't click on it. I think I'd have to go to YouTube. Hold on real quick. Let me real quick. There it is. What we got going on here? Is this another one? Hold on. Oh, it's Lady E? Oh, she's showing it, but man, it's the quality's pretty bad, but we'll show it because we're dedicated too, man. We're dedicated. We got on the beat reporters reporting live from NYC, fellas and fellowettes, and hold on. Add the stage, all right. And then play it. Damn it. All right, so they're getting treated to some Lenny Kravitz, man. I heard 50 Cent too was mentioned, so I don't know if 50 Cent's gonna show up. Oh, I'm late. Oh, yeah, When Mullet already had it, buddy. Right on, legendary. Hey, I appreciate you guys helping me out, man. You know, because Rain needs all the help he could get, man. He was moving a little slow today. Freaking had to go shopping and with groceries, man. Oh my God, just breaking the bank, going grocery shopping all the time, and just one of the least favorite things to do. What's up, GGLT?
I like the lights too.
Lenny Kravitz. Ralph Cooper. So we got some folks showing up. Hey, I appreciate you. Appreciate you all showing up. I was going to cancel tonight because I didn't know one would be here. Ralph Cooper, what is up, man? Hold on. Show some love. G, what is up? GXRP in the house. How you doing, buddy? Lenny Kravitz, man. Actually, it's looking pretty good right now. Except for streaming, or videotaping it, straight up and down is the best way to watch. But hey, we get to see, man. We get to hang out, right? On live from the party to Rain. Yeah, you're there, huh, Alan? Yeah, you're there. That's awesome. Right on, Alan, for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate everyone. You're all awesome, man. One of the elite puppets for sure. Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell, man. It's a trip because a lot of these stars, you would think that they're all like totally on board with all the garbage, and they're really not. A lot of them aren't, but they do have handlers, right? They all have handlers of some kind. Sometimes it's their managers. Could even be their fitness person, right? Remember what Kanye was saying about his fitness person? Totally trying to control him. It's just nuts, man.
This is nerdy, guys.
Hold on. He mentioned he holds XRP. Yeah, I don't know, G. I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Ralph Cooper says, full moon, foggy party on the mountaintop. The bags. Oh, is that nerdy? Freaking nerdy. He said he wasn't going to go. Looks like nerdy. Is that nerdy? Well, shit. I was on Lady E's channel, Bags channel, now you. Yeah, Bags blew out. He turned off when Travis came on. He didn't want to get demonetized, probably, or a strike. I know who's going to do minutes, man. Who's going to freaking help do some deep dive? Oh, it's funny, man. Well, at least we're getting a little bit of love. Edward Francouchy. How's it going, buddy? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you showing up. This is the proper party presented by Rain. Rain here. Not worried about getting strikes. Not worried about any of that stuff. We're just gonna roll with it, man. We're so low key. Low key, man. We have 103 subs, which I'm very happy to have. Oh, now we're watching it the wrong way. Am I on acid, man? It's all tilted, man. Is the room tilted, or is that just me, man? Oh, yeah, no shit. It's just a concert. It's just a concert. I figured Monday is the announcement. Interesting. Yeah, G knows what's up, man. G's always on some breaking or under the covers kind of info, right? He'll pull up stuff like you're talking about, and you go, what's this? And connecting the dots. He's connected the dots that this is just a damn concert. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know what the announcement is. A lot of people are saying it's IPO.
I'm gonna get copyrighted. Well, bad.
The deep divers are so crazy in the community. They see the O emphasized in the proper party, and they're like, "Does that mean IPO?" I mean, it could.
I'm gonna
Smart folks,
cut
man.
it off now.
They don't miss anything.
Anyway, so.
Friday drop,
I'll
Monday pop.
later.
That's like NASCAR, dude. Like race on Sunday, sell on Monday. That was the motto back in the day. And it actually still works because when Mustangs came into the top series of NASCAR, I bought a GT Mustang. 2021, man. I was so bored from freaking 2020. I needed some hot rod action. The proper party is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you, Alan. Yeah, we're not trying to throw any shade. We're just having fun, man.
I think I'm gonna
Drop the link, Rain. Are you gonna pop in, buddy?
I don't know.
Yeah, who wants to pop in? You guys are all invited. Hold on.
I'm not.
No, if it's coming.
I'm not
I don't know if it's coming through my mic or not. Hopefully, it's not bleeding. But I have to monitor it. I got headphones on, which monitors my voice. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic because I've been. Oh, what? Oh, you're kidding me. Hold on. We got another freaking drop off. So that's a no-go. That's a no-go zone. Oh man. All right, so I put the link in the chat. Let me hold on a second here. Here. I should have had this going from the beginning, but I forgot. A little bit of music going. Hold on. Make sure we have our levels right. Oh, we got a couple of folks. Dude, awesome. You guys are making my day right now. All right, so I have to set this up different. Hold on. All right, there we go. We got Alan.
I'm here, Ray. You can hear me? Proper party. Here we go.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on a second. I'm going to take these headphones off. I had to monitor because I've been getting hot on the mic a lot. I don't want to do that.
For Let the Family, if you guys can hear me, Let the Family watch the proper party. Wow, I am holding my phone up. Let all the family enjoy the proper party. Good.
Right on, man.
Now, woman, get me XRP.
Batman.
Oh, Batman, what's up, buddy?
We got Nerdy. We got Batman.
Nerdy, we need the minutes.
Lady.
What is up, good people? Alan here. From the proper party, Alan here.
If you can hear me, really loud in here. I love you.
Yeah.
I want to tell you that you were chosen to be here, and that this is all for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Alan.
Lots of wonderful celebrities here. We are in the VIP section right now. I'll give you a full tour of what is going on in the whole venue. I'm going to give you a 360.
That's awesome.
Little slower.
Thank you, Alan.
What major celebrities are there?
Lenny Kravitz just finished, and you missed Brad Garlinghouse coming on, and we have some other announcement coming up, and I'll keep you tuned.
Hey, I appreciate it, Alan. Thank you, buddy. Are you coming? Are you popping out?
I'm not popping out yet. I'm gonna hold this for a minute. It's really loud, so it's kind of hard. Can you hear me?
Hey. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Thank you for showing us some footage, man. Because...
Hold on.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I got to pause on YouTube. I did not realize I was on. Nope. Hang on. Can you hear me, Rain? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you see me, Rain?
Yeah, I can
Yes.
see. Yep.
Little dark. Oh, wait
Well,
a minute. We
the
got one
lighting.
more song, ladies and gentlemen. One more song for the community. Lenny Kravitz, ladies and gentlemen. Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz holds XRP.
Lenny Kravitz live.
I bet you everyone.
Community.
I bet you everyone that's there holds crypto, and if they don't hold XRP now, they will after tonight. Because I heard 50 Cent was going to be there, and I remember he sold his album in like 2015 or 16 for Bitcoin only, and he became a Bitcoin millionaire when even that was like he was going through his bankruptcy and everything, but I don't think he disclosed the Bitcoin. But anyways, a lot of the stars are pretty savvy. Yeah.
Yes, they're in the know, Rain. They're in the know, Rain. You know, that's part of the system, I would say. The
Right.
chosen that are in the system. Some are from different parts of the system, I would say.
The ones on the stage are not the ones in the cage.
Or more or less the dominators of the chosen, which is God's chosen people. Because ultimately, God gets all the glory because he's the one that is in control of it all.
Right.
All this money, all this blessings that is coming to us is because God put us in this place for a reason. So use your money wisely and know that it's God's money and that he has a plan for you and what you're going to do with your money that he's blessed you with, to be a 1%er in this community and in this amazing amount of people in this community. So anyway, that's my rant, Rain. Sorry.
Hey, Island Ghost Stephanie's saying that everyone got paid in XRP. Is that true? Do you guys know that for sure?
I did not hear anything about that. I don't know what that means. I know that Honda had an announcement. We haven't heard any announcement yet, by the way, community. But I know Honda made an agreement with XRP. Honda will allow you to buy a car with XRP, lease a vehicle, pay your finance payments in XRP. So if you want to know that announcement, that's definitely a thing. And I would look up what the troy ounce of gold for 1 XRP would be. That's something of a topic we can talk about in a later conversation, Rain. But we're going to be really excited about that one. And I just want to share this time with you guys because I know that lots of people couldn't be here. And I wanted to be the one voice, the one vessel, I would say, that God allowed me to be here in this time, in this place, to share it with you guys. It's not about me or anything. I give God all the glory, and I'm not the most perfect man, Rain. I will tell you, I'm a sinner just like anybody else out there. I just try to be a humble servant, if that makes any sense to anybody and resonates with anybody. But,
totally.
I hope y'all enjoy this concert, because I surely am.
Yeah. Hey, well, let everyone know that we're happy that you guys are all out there having fun, man. Be safe. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah.
All right,
I
Rain.
feel like
think
I'm there.
All right, buddy.
G, I hear you, G, in the background. Oh, GG. All right, now say hi to me.
I feel like I'm
Say hi to
there.
Bags. All right. Can you see Bags? It's a little dark.
Yeah, it's a little dark now. I like the blue though. I love the blue lighting.
It's terrible lighting. We got Bags here. Say hi, Bags. We got Nerdy here. What's up, Nerdy? Can you see him?
Nerdy! What's
Right
up, buddy?
here, right here.
Same here.
Lady E's got the candle. Lady E.
What's up, Lady E? What's up, baby girl? I'm a proud owner of 2 rich ducks and a freaking enigmatic duck. I love it. I love it.
No way.
All right, guys.
And a badass
listen,
Yeti. I bought a
I love
badass
all you
Yeti.
guys in the community, and you are a part of the family. And just know that you're worthy to be here. And love you, Rain. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, man.
We'll see you
Have
in the
fun.
future, Alan.
All right, G. Love you too, brother.
Yeah,
You're
have
a
fun.
great part of this community, G. I want you to know you're a great inspiration to a lot of the family. So I'm glad you're part of it.
Thank you, man. It's been 6 years, and yeah. No, thank you, man.
And everybody in the chat too. Everybody in the chat is seeing this. Lenny Kravitz live on the XRP stage for the proper party. I will come back if you're still streaming for a while, G. If any other updates, I will be updating everybody on the announcements that's supposed to be coming. I will be updating everybody on the announcements.
Looking forward to it. Boots on the ground.
I will let you go. Have a good one.
Hey, what's
All right,
up, Knoxville?
So Lenny Kravitz is on the XRPL. That's good.
Yeah, dude, it sounds like it, man. You know, it sounds like it.
Hey, that sounded like a good set. So, I mean, when you're running on the XRPL, you're running pure. You're efficient. You're seamless, frictionless, smooth.
Yeah, dude. Like, man, yeah, that would be so cool to be at that, man. I don't have a desire to go to New York in any way, shape, or form, man.
I have the desire. I just don't have the money, man. Once I get that filthy money to just be able to travel to Daytona, and then a month later go to New York, and then a month later go to another place, and then a month later go to another place for another.
Well,
party.
you forgot about Vegas. There's Vegas, Daytona, and now New York. I mean, they're living La Vida Loca, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, man.
I own a house. and I'm doing my own thing. I'm not, no one's supporting me or whatever. And I'm having, I'm fixing my house up. It's expensive. This inflation is definitely killing my bottom line. And
you live in California, so you're fucked.
Yeah, I'm in NorCal. It's freaking, dude, it's killing me. Just going shopping is so expensive. I had other plans, right? And plans didn't work out. Timing hasn't worked out. I made a lot of bad moves in 21 with some, NFTs. It's all right. We live and learn. A lot of lessons learned, man. Hola!
I feel you, man. But hey,
go ahead.
You know what? It all turn around. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Go ahead. It looks like it's just a concert right now, right? So, but they're saying there's going to be some announcements or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So when I first had Bags' stream up, Garlinghouse was thanking the crowd and thanking everyone, and then Lenny Kravitz came up. So yeah, I don't know, man.
Now people are going to decipher like Lenny Kravitz music to see if there's any like XRP or Ripple symbolism in it, or the gematria of Lenny Kravitz's name.
Yeah, dude. I don't see how you could go there and not know what's going on, right? There's no way that those guys wouldn't know what's up. Like, I don't, maybe they don't, but I would think that a lot of them do know what's up. A lot of the performers seem to be in the know. They always have like that inside scoop, right? It's like freaking, it's like politicians that learn about stuff, right? They're, it's always, well, and they have people in their ear, right? Think about it.
And they don't look worried at all about the SEC case. So that's good. That makes me happy to see.
Dude, I'll tell you what I witnessed, and I didn't watch it all. There's no way I could watch it all, but I watched some people grilling Gary the Clown Gensler. Right. And it was so amazing and one guy even brought up the freaking dossier scandal. And the fact that I talked about it many times, that Gary Gensler was a snake from the beginning because he was running freaking the Hill Bitches campaign, right, in 2015, and he was and the guy was drilling him on that at the hearing. He's like, oh well, I can see you don't want to talk about that now, but maybe we'll talk about this later. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, because it's going to come up again. I think he's going to be in hot water, man. I'm going to tell you what, a lot of these people are not getting away with this shit that you think you're getting away with. They're not.
But dude, he's kind of gotten away with it because it's already been most of the term. Like, he's out after Biden's gone. So, like, this is his last year. He's already done 3 years of damage that can't be repaired, you know, unless they moonshot 589 XRP, then it totally repairs the 3 years worth of damages. But, you know,
well, to me, it doesn't mean that they can't still be held accountable, man. Because I
truly,
think
they need to be. They need to be.
Yeah. I think in the end, when you look at every scandal, I think a lot of the scandals will come up as being held. They're going to be held to account. It's just right now we're seeing how corrupt everything is. Everyone has to see, you know, how things are and how the system has been taken over, right? And it's been corrupted so bad that no one gets in trouble for anything. It seems they may get grilled, but then nothing will happen, right? So I don't know. I'm not going to say everyone's going to get held to account, but eventually they'll get held to account. You know, because we all have to answer for what we do in this realm, regardless. You know, that's how I believe. Yeah. And that's why a lot of times when I had problems in the past, I wouldn't like, you know, physically act against someone because, you know, I got to a point where I don't want to fight anymore. I'm tired of fighting people. So I wouldn't have physically attack them, even though they were trying to do stuff to me, unless they're hitting me. That's different, right? But, you know, they get me mad to where I want to physically attack them. I'm like, nah. And then I'll just go, you know what, bro? Karma, man. It's going to come back around. And it's happened many times. I've watched it happen so many times that one time, this one particular person that was messing with me years ago, he thought I did something to him, but it actually was just, it was karma. I didn't do anything to him. And it just happened to him. And he thought I did it, right? Like physically went over. I'm not going to say what it was, but it's something that happened to him in his house, whatever. And he thought I did it. It's karma, man. I'm telling you, we have to pay an answer for everything we do. That's why if you don't have a conscience, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Yeah. Exactly. Knoxville says Bozo will pass away before he gets busted. Yeah, you're probably right. They're already working on exit stage left, right? With old JB. Hey, freaking Duber Dan says a lot of them. Does that mean a lot of them are corrupt, Duber Dan? Do you know Duber Dan is Bob Moneybags? G, you remember Bob Moneybags?
What up, dude?
That's Duber Dan, dude.
Duber Dan.
Believe that shit? So I've been
Dan.
Yeah, I've been tagging a lot of people. I like put in a lot of work a couple weeks ago and just went through and was like, man, I know there's a lot of people I'm missing and I can't remember. I don't know their Twitters and I put the work in. So once in a while we'll get people that'll pop in from years ago, man. You know. So I hope everyone's doing good. Appreciate everyone coming out and really appreciate you, G, coming on and supporting me on here.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I mean, this channel's awesome. The Blue Crew's here, and we're all hanging and having a good time trying to figure out this party stuff. And then every once in a while going, Safe Moon money!
Yeah, go spend some Safe Moon money.
Yeah, man. I mean, I sold out my Safe Moon for XRP. I never really even had Safe Moon to begin with, so that was a lie. Yeah. But, you know, I still like the song, though. I can like the song.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I find that after watching, you know, Berserker playing it quite a few times, I seen the last time he played it last week, this last week, people were like, man, this song was in my head. I was singing it the other day. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? It's crazy because the way that song happened was on my phone. And I was singing, I came up with Safe Moon Money, right? And I sang the hook a couple times. And I actually put it into I want to say I put it into the Telegram. So actually what happened is Bags took that and made a song out of it. That's how that happened.
That's so dope.
Isn't that crazy? So then what happened is that we came back in later and live, which blew my mind. I was like, that's when I knew Bags was the ultimate producer because he had us on live on WebEx and he had AA on there, which we called him AA back then. Like MCO. It was basically a Berserker and myself and Bags. So Bags was throwing the beat down, and then he had the Safe Moon track, and then we actually added some more to it. And then you know, and Berserker he'd done some stuff over it, right? And then Berserker did the rap, put that in there, and then also Bags did some rapping on it too a little bit. So I don't know, it's crazy how it came together, man. So it's literally a hodgepodge of different stuff all jammed together.
Yeah, man, that's all. And I remember the first time that I heard that, I didn't know who made it or who, like I knew your voice was in it, so I was like, okay, this is awesome, man. Like freaking, having Rain on this track, and then all of a sudden when Bags comes in going, save more money.
Yeah.
So I was like, what?
Save
No way, this
money.
is hilarious.
Dude, it's pretty cool. Like,
it like
so
makes me laugh, but makes me like freaking go like, it's awesome. It sounds freaking great.
Island Ghost says she hasn't heard the, she never heard the song supposedly, but maybe request it. Request it on the boardroom next time, Island Ghost. Request Berserker to play because it's actually pretty cool. So it has myself in it, Bags in it.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, and Berserker raps on the song, and it's actually pretty fucking damn good. It's pretty cool. What's up, Animal?
What up,
Animal? Oh, hold on. Ralph Cooper said, did Diane Frankenstein really pass away? Oh, my God. Diane Frankenstein. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Diane Feinstein passed away. We don't know exactly when, but yes, it's all part of the movie script, I guess. What's up, Animal? What's up, dude?
No,
there you go. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Well, either the port, they usually have like a large collective sacrifice that opens up a portal, right? So like 9/11 was a large collective sacrifice. Maybe 2020 was that. So the portal's already opened up, but some people are thinking there's another one coming or something that'll open up that next portal. So I don't know. That would be really sad to see, man, because 2020 was already effed up.
Yeah, dude. Like, to have a repeat of 2020, I'm not ready for that, man. Like, I don't want to even deal with that.
It ain't happening. We'll be fine, man. I think you're already seeing with the way Ripple's acting. Like, I think we're going to lifetimes now.
So, okay. So I'm like, I don't know. There's a lot of rumors and weird stuff going on. So the rumor I heard for a while was Gavin was going to take, Biden's place, right, and run against Trump. And then it was all, Gavin's going to be the vice president now, and Kamala's going to go to California. I'm like, go to California. I'm thinking, what, to be governor? Well, maybe she's going to replace Feinstein. I don't know, man. It's like, are they really going to pull all this crap? Because it's really weird. A lot of the shit. It's like probably never been done.
Everything possible to maintain control, man. So get ready, man. There's going to be a lot of jumping through hoops and tricks and all that stuff in this next coming year. You know how the Dems work, man. You know how they control the media. You know what they do.
Right. You know what's really crazy though is that, like, a lot of the rhinos, right? Because I wouldn't say all the Republicans, but anyone who's been in there a long time, and the rhinos, Rand Paul, I always wondered about. I think he's on the right side. Rand Paul is
totally. Ron Paul, Rand Paul, any of those Pauls, man, should have been president a long time ago.
So Rand Paul, he's not exactly a chip off the old block, but he's pretty damn close. And he called some shit out recently about the money that's going to the U country. And the fact that they're getting, did you know that that those citizens are getting paid over there? And if we shut our government down, that our workers aren't getting paid here, but yet they're getting paid over there. It's mind blowing. Like, and he said that's totally illegal. It's against the Constitution. So he's calling stuff out. We need more of that because it's out of control. But like I said, I think this is all meant to happen. Just like 2020 was meant to happen, regardless of whether it was good or bad. It was meant to happen. People have to wake up, and people have to truly see how much of a debauchery the government's become and how bloated it is. Yeah, wake it up. Exactly. Knoxville. Yeah, what's up? Let's see here. Hold on. What's he got? Says, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dems keep this government shutdown going for a long time. I think it's, to be honest, I think it's the Republicans and DJT that are going to keep it shut down. I think the Dems are desperate because what I see happening could be the Dick Argyle premonition, or not. Well, it was more of a remote viewing that Jay Snip always talks about, Jean-Claude talks about. If you watch them, and Dick Allgaier. If you guys don't know who Dick Allgaier is, he's literally one of the best remote viewers on the planet. And they remote viewed, I want to say probably 3 or 4 years ago. Congress shut down. It was finally the end. And senators, congressmen, whatever, they were bent over, crying. Some of them were getting sick. They could even smell, dude. They could smell the halls of Congress. Like they were getting smells. They were able to see it. And they said even it was also the death of the dollar. And it was all in this one vision, right? This one remote viewing session. And a lot of times when they're doing these, all it is a number. They get a number. I swear to God, they get a freaking number, right? And there'll be like maybe 3 of them. And they'll all get similar things. Only looking at a number. It'll be a number like on a file. They won't get, the Congress and this is the subject and the dollar. Right. No, they don't get all that. They get a fucking number.
Yep.
And then tune into that. I don't know how. It's mind-blowing. And they'll have like 2 or 3 people getting the same shit.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Like, what if like during the election near the end of next year in 2024, and it's like getting close to the figuring out who's going to be the president, all of a sudden, like everything shuts down. Emergency broadcast system comes on and says, hey, for right now, we're going to need a 2-president system. So we're going to have both Biden and Trump being presidents at the same time during this time. And, one of them is going to allow for payments in XLM. The other one's going to allow for payments in XRP. Choose your side. Okay. There you go.
It was prophesized years ago by Kim Clement and some others that there would be 2 presidents. Oh, I don't know about others, but I know that he prophesized it, that there would be 2 presidents. And that's pretty much what we're dealing with. I actually have a post. Snap. I have a post from X that goes into it deep, and it's from a guy he's a military guy, and he talks about
right.
laws of war, right? Laws of the war manual or whatever. I forget. I can't think of his name right now.
Can you believe that we have to, like, every day people are clicking on an X to access social media now? Like, their subliminal is picking up every day X. So they're going to get used to seeing the XRP logo, I think, for sure.
Yeah, and I said that recently that I think why they're basically why I kind of was saying this. I think I said last week. It was New York that they supposedly banned XRP and Dogecoin, right? I don't know if there was others, but it was XRP and Doge. And then I was like, and it hit me. I got like a download when I was seeing that, and I'm like, okay, they're after Elon. They're trying to get him. The government's after him like they are Trump right now. They're suing him and investigating him. Same freaking thing, right? And I thought, well, maybe it's because Ripple or XRP and Doge are going to be 2 of the tokens that are going to be used on X, or maybe they're the ones, right? I don't know, but I don't know what's like. Why did they do that all of a sudden?
That's the crazy thing too, is like a lot of people forget that these platforms can collaborate with each other or make announcements of partnerships. Like, as much as we make fun of Doge and everything, and I'm not trying to give it any legitimacy, but what if there was a collaboration announcement of, like we're talking about major cap cryptos here. Like, imagine hearing a collaboration between BTC and XRP, or Ethereum and XRP, or anything in XRP. Like, that would be massive, right? And embraced. So I could see that, like, yeah, Elon trying to, pick his 2 favorite cryptos, the one that's the X, and then having his little doggy buddy for fun,
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of high on Doge. I did pretty good on Doge.
For the speculative cycle, I'm definitely high, for sure.
Yeah, and I think it has use case because it actually was a tipping coin in the early days. So it's had use case. It sent people to the Olympics. It actually made it into NASCAR. I remember when they did it, it was in NASCAR, right? They had a whole car, Dogecoin car. But I think because of Elon, and supposedly he was an early supporter of it early on, and I guess really no one really even knew. But I just see it. And then you had even Cuban. I remember Cuban jumped on, and he was all, you could buy all the merch you want at the Mavericks store, the Dallas Mavericks, right? And he was all high on it, whatever. But
Right.
you know, a lot of people hate on it
in 2020.
What's that?
No, yeah, I remember that in 2020, and
Right.
you know, all that stuff, and you know, I think as long as we're like I've been saying this, I don't think we've hit the .com bubble phase of crypto. So I think this stuff needs to get over the top first. Like adoption really needs to happen. Like mass adoption happens first, and everybody holds all these different cryptos or is using these different cryptos for fun and speculating in it. And there's a hell of a euphoria. And then that's when the major crash happens and like real utility cryptos are established, you know, and, you know, maybe some collectible cryptos just because they provided to the history of crypto and whatever, like Bitcoin and Doge and stuff like that. But yeah, I think we still have such a long journey ahead before real utility. So I think we got another speculative pump. And if that's the case, Doge is going to kill it. SHIB is going to probably kill it as well.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that. I hate saying it. But it is true.
You know, because if you were hating on it, you might have to eat your words. You know, it's like just you know, just
I
be
owned
realistic.
millions of Doge before. I owned millions of Doge before, and I sold it because I thought it was a joke.
Millions?
I would have been a millionaire by now.
That's crazy, bro. Because in the early days of Doge, I was going to the watering holes. I don't know if that's how you got it, but I was going to the watering holes, and the bowl would be your wallet, and you would put your bowl underneath the watering hole, right, and you would get free Doge. And I had like 10,000. In like 2014.
Wow.
But I had it on a computer that I didn't even know if I could get into it anymore. So it's basically just gone. So when it went to like almost $1, I was like, damn, I wish I had that. And everyone was like, oh, you better go find that, you know, and you know, whatever, cash it in. And, yeah. But I want to say hi to you, Carl Lewis. Right on for coming out, bub. Appreciate you.
And the great thing is Doge is like a great test coin for the public. It's like shows the potential of what you can do with a digital asset, right? And so, yeah, it's interesting, man. Like, it's such a love-hate relationship, but right now the crypto market doesn't care about your morals or your standards. It's a speculative market. It's gonna pump in the direction it wants to pump and dump in the direction it wants to dump. With or without your feelings, you know, or what you think is technically superior or whatever. Technical superiority doesn't matter right now.
Doge does not care about your feelings.
Right.
Right? Like,
I mean,
funny.
hell, look at the Doge. The Doge is just looking at you with a straight face. It's not even like smiling or anything.
Dude,
You don't even know what that Doge is thinking when it's looking at you.
Gee, do you know how many people bought those dogs because of Doge and Shiba and the Inu? All the Inu craze? It's like, it's crazy, man.
Dude, I see them in LA now. Like I see more. I haven't seen them as much of that dog before, but now post 2020, I've seen more Doges around in like, you know, Silver Lake or the, you know, those hipster LA areas where a lot of young people live, so that, you know, they have they're savvy and are aware of Doge, I'm sure. And
the Doge millionaires, man, huh? The Doge millionaires.
Damn, dude, I missed out on that boat, but hopefully we're in on some other cryptos that can take us to the promised land there.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, too, about Doge, Sheeb, and SafeMoon, I would have to say that those stimulus checks, that's what made those coins, a lot of them, take off, because they were thinking, oh, we'll give all these checks out and they'll stimulate the economy. No, they stimulated crypto.
Yep,
they
did.
It was nuts, dude. That's why they had to shut it down, dude. That's why they sent in the Pitbull Gary to shut it down, to go after the NFTs, scare everyone out of the NFT market. We're coming after them. Their securities and this and that, and we're coming after the crypto miners that are mining crypto, and we're coming after the DeFi. And he's just like, dude, that guy's so out of control, man. I've never seen someone so defiant against Congress ever in my life that's been in government, other than maybe back in the 70s with the CIA or something. You know, when they're, oh no, sorry, sir, we can't talk about that. You know?
No, this is like, that's when you know you're in the right space, man. Like, that's when you know crypto is a thing.
Over the target.
All these efforts that are being put forth of mind fucking the public. And it's not even that many people who are even in crypto, but they still put massive effort to even like mess with the current holders' heads about these things. Like, that's when you know you're in something that's going to change lives and it's going to be world breaking, you know?
All right. So you brought up, you kind of had some regrets, right? Regrets about selling the Doge, right? So,
oh yeah, totally.
If you were to just say, screw it, I'm done. G's done. We're done, right? And then you just got rid of everything, dude. You'd be hating yourself and your life forever because you'd look back and go, dude, all those coins that I was telling everyone about, they all are freaking insanely priced or unattainable now, right? Like, so yeah, you have to stick it in there. You got to freaking make it work somehow, some way. You know, the person's just, you know, got to believe, because otherwise they're gonna hate it, man.
No, yeah, luckily through the, you know, the thing was like that last bull cycle was interesting, right? Because like it was kind of like Doge was leading the way in that last bull cycle. Like I just remember when Doge popped off, everything else started following, right? And we knew the SEC was dealing with Ripple and XRP, so it wasn't XRP that was driving the adoption here, or like the wave for this one. I mean, Bitcoin was killing it too. Don't get me wrong. Bitcoin going to all like the 16,000 range from where it was at and breaking that previous all-time high drove the market too. But what I'm saying is like, you know, what's going to be, could it be Doge again, or is it going to be some other random ass crypto that gets the hype love? Maybe WorldCoin, right? Like that freaking open AI project that got released. Everybody else is laughed. Like, I own some of that coin just because I'm trying to learn from Doge. You know, I'm just trying to learn, like, hey, just speculate on it. Throw like $5 even, because you can get, you know, sure, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but damn, dude, if I had $5 in Doge then and just kept it, I'd have like over thousands of dollars. Hell, it would have made my life a little bit easier. Yeah, you know,
I've been thinking about doing a little Doge, right? Because I wouldn't be a hodler. I would only hodl until it pumped. Like if it pumps again like it did before, I did the math and you can get quite a bit of Doge right now. It was like 6 cents the other day. So
let's do it, man. Let's get some. Let's do it on the live right here.
I'm not set up to do anything live. Like if I could use my Zum wallet to buy an NFT or something like I did recently, that's different. But yeah, I'd have to. It's a nightmare for me, man. I don't have it so easy for that. But yeah, so okay, so like back to what we were saying. So I was into Saitama, right, and I blew it with Saitama. That's a story. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of lessons the past 3 years. Well, it's been a lot of years, but I'll just say the past 3 years, and then 2021, it was kind of almost like greed got in there and got greedy, and the hype and the FOMO, and I was really I was into it. I was on fire. Buying NFTs, I was hooked, right? And I lost my ass on a lot of stuff. Now, where I really was mad is that you talked about the Dogecoin situation. Well, I had bought Saitama so early that I put $500 into it, and it jumped up to 25 grand, and I didn't cash out. And because what happened is, right at the peak, they went to Vegas, and they destroyed it. After that, it was destroyed, right? And so I didn't cash out. So what it taught me, and after watching other people that say lick your ice cream, it taught me that I really do. I'm such a hodler that it's destructive in a way, because and it's greedy. And I was thinking, wait, I thought
very greedy.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the other way. I'm thinking it would be greedy to keep being like a day trader would be greedy. But yet I was being greedy by hodling and hodling and hodling. And then boom,
either way it's trading. Either way you're trading, right? Yeah, so it's just knowing when to lick your ice cream, right? The 2017-2018 bull run, I didn't lick my ice cream. That was my greedy moment. And then somewhat with Doge, but luckily Doge, what I was like saying earlier, Doge was one of those first movers that when it gave us a chance to catch up on like other things like Solana and the Cosmos ecosystem, right? And some other cryptos that ended up getting amazing bull cycles, and we're freaking licking our ice cream here for sure. We're gonna lick the ice cream there, and hopefully here, it looks like we're setting ourselves up for the next bull cycle as well. We've been in this bear cycle for a good bit, so it's good time to be buying, and I can't wait for the euphoria of the bull cycle.
Like Rob Cash would say, he's like, when everyone's crying, Rob Cash is buying.
Yep.
Okay,
dude,
so
and
I want
everybody, XRP community already has like a spaces open that's talking about the proper party, and you're just having some of them in there spamming, going, nothing's gonna happen, this is the biggest waste of time. And of course Ripple just wastes all this money and is just tricking XRP holders, and now the price has dropped like 4 cents in the past. Like, it's so funny, like the type of people that come out. Like, you have the XRP holders. You got the XRP holders that are so frustrated and don't really believe in the project, but they're trying to like trade it. And then you have the the ones that really believe in the project and are just diehards, right? Like whatever price, it doesn't matter. Like, we know the end game. Yeah.
So for me, I saw the vision in 2017.
Right.
I had like a download, I would call it, and I literally envisioned 200. These were price points, and this isn't financial advice. This is just my intuition that kicked in 2017, and it was $200 and $1,000. So, wow. And then I always wondered, why did I get those? Why was I shown that? Right. Spiritually, this is through the quantum, right? It's basically you're surrounded by the Akashic records. Everything is literally swirling around us. And I pulled it down because I was awake enough to do that, and open enough, I guess, and then to be able to compute it, right? And then I thought, well, why did I get that? And it was like, well, maybe those are price points that at some point I do sell, right? Good amounts. I don't know. I just, and then what's funny is that you'll have people that will be like, $1,000, right? They're talking about $1,000. It was kind of like a number was being thrown around a bunch, I don't know. It's, you have to, I go on intuition. I'm not a charts guy. Like, if I wanted to be a day trader, I definitely would learn that stuff more. I would hook up with some people that I trusted to show you the signals, right? Because these guys, to me though, it's so freaking boring to talk about charts and look at those charts. But if you wanted to lick your ice cream and have a hodl bag and then be somewhat of a day trader and licking your ice cream, this is the key percentage I had learned from Woo Dude, right? So he talks to Spirit, and Spirit told him to buy XRP when this guy's died 3 times. He's a real deal. He's a shaman, right? And he used to be a day trader. So he loved that kind of stuff, and he was like into Bitcoin and doing other things. And he was against Ripple, right? Because he was like, oh, they're a banker coin, right? And then F.N.W.R, which is someone I watch a lot, another psychic type of guy, but he's into crypto, right? And so F.N.W.R is like, I don't like XRP bank coin, right? And so then Woo Dude goes, Spirit came to me. He's like, you better buy some XRP, J-Snip. He's like, what? It's a banker coin. I ain't buying that. And Woo Dude said, dude, Spirit bitch slapped me and told me buy XRP, right? And I was just like, what the hell? And this is when I was watching Jay Snip for other things, and I always wondered, why doesn't he talk about XRP? Why doesn't he get it? Finally he did. But another thing that Woo Dude would say is that Spirit told me, don't get greedy, lick your ice cream at 30%. If you have 30% gains, you better lick your ice cream. And he was saying that in the next run, according to F.N.W.R, he said, you got to dream or download whatever. And it was like 43,000 Bitcoin. And he said, it's going to go to that price. We're not there yet, right? It's going to go back up. It's going to go to 43. When it goes to 43, he was saying, Spirit said, lick your ice cream, 30%. At least, right? Like, right. I don't know. So I don't know, like, so it's changed my thinking, like trying to get out of being a hodler so much and watching so many opportunities pass you by. Right. And, I know that being a hodler is going to pay off, but it's like in the middle of it all, you're missing out on all these other opportunities. And I was going to get back to Saitama and SafeMoon real quick, and then we can hear what you got to say about it. I know for a fact both of those projects are still building. Saitama's still building. They still have a community, and SafeMoon is still building, and they have a community.
Oh,
and same
man.
with Gala. Gala's still building, and they have a community. So there's projects that a lot of people
Still
don't
building.
believe in anymore, right? What's that?
No, yeah. Go on.
So basically, what I'm getting at is we could have some wild things happen where coins that we thought maybe were done or people thought were done and wrote off, they do big things later. And the reason why I say this
Totally.
is because both SafeMoon and Saitama, they cut their supplies and basically took the zeros off. Okay, so what they did is they made it to where they could pair better. One of them said, I think it was SafeMoon, said they wanted to pair better with like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other tokens. They said that it was harder to do when it was a meme coin. So basically, they're geared up to where if they were to actually do a boom again, because they're actually doing things, that they would be in the dollar range rather, or in the pennies rather than fucking, oh, we're gonna reach $1 and it's like fucking 0.0000. You know what I mean? 7, 8 zeros out, right?
Yeah.
So it is interesting, and I know that SafeMoon, they have their own blockchain. They've been doing their own blockchain, and they have their own exchange, and they have all these other tech projects they're doing, and they're working in Africa to decentralize Africa. So it's pretty huge. And then Saitama's doing cool stuff. They're doing real estate and different things. Whether they both make it, I don't know. One maybe makes, I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to be surprised, I think. We're going to be surprised. Go ahead, G.
No, and that's the thing, too, is like with some of these tokens, it's like brands, right? Like, do they survive because of their brand? Do they survive because like you just want to collect the brand, own a portion of that brand's token or whatever, because at the end of the day, it's the technology underneath it that's really going to like separate it, and I'm just, how these communities build it out. But it seems like a lot of these cryptos, they survive because they have just a recognizable like kind of brand name. One of those cryptos that you were mentioning that or two of them, dude, Holo Chain in that last bull cycle came out of nowhere, the hot token. And I remember, not even thinking anything of Holo Chain, going like in that bear cycle. It was like, it's not really that impressive of a project, and it kind of seems dead anyway, and not any developments really, and it still had a moonshot. So like any of these cryptos, as long as they're recognizable, I think could actually make some money in the speculative cycle.
Yeah, dude, I agree. We could be totally surprised, man.
Anything, and it's SafeMoon, right? Dude. You name it, man. Panda coin or whatever. Like pick anything that's an animal. Like one of them should make like thousands of %, and then pick a lot of the X cryptos. X cryptos are gonna kill it because of the Twitter X stuff and everything like that. And them trying to become more of a payments app, like they're trying to be an all-in-one app. Like they want you to do payments through your X and stuff, and then billing and provide tax information, all that stuff. Like do everything through X.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think X is going to blow our minds. And
it is. It's going to be the universal social media app.
It's actually quite ingenious, and I'll tell you, the moves I've been seeing Elon make, like when he went down to the border down in Texas, these aren't publicity stunts, man. I truly believe that he is a real dude. And the thing that I see different about him, and this is no disparage. I'm not disparaging Americans, but he's from South Africa.
Right.
So he's built differently. Okay. There's a difference. I've met enough people on through YouTube and all these places where you start talking to these different people from different cultures. People are different around the world. And I don't know what it is, but he sees things that most Americans don't see, right? And he's also a genius, right? But he sees it like in a common sense way, kind of like Trump does, whether you like Trump or not. These people are common sense. So Elon's like, hey, I'm for immigration. I'm an immigrant. I immigrated to America, right? And it's like, oh, that's right. Sometimes I forget that, right? And and because he's been a good citizen so far, right? And he said, hey, we should make it easier for you to become a citizen if you are a good person and a hard worker, right? So basically a merit system, which DJT talks about merit system a lot. It has to be on merit, right?
That's true.
We got to stop this freaking invasion that's happening. It's literally an invasion. He was down there on the border. And then you think about him being called in the middle of the night to launch Starlink so that Crimea can be hit, so ships can be sunk in the harbor and literally have a Pearl Harbor World War III incident. Like, and he's like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, that's a lot of freaking responsibility on your shoulders, because he gave the U country Starlink, right? He says, but it's only for the citizens. And they were like, oh, no, we wouldn't use it for anything else because that might start World War III. And then they're like, in the middle of the night, they're all, hey, let's start World War III. You can't make it up, man. Like, so he is literally Iron Man. It really is true. Trump is Batman or Superman, whoever he wants to be, you know? Go ahead, sorry.
No, yeah, he's definitely making a case to become president in in maybe 12 years from now, or
I'm thinking, dude, like I'm thinking he's lining up for it because he's doing presidential moves, and we've
already done ridiculous things with presidents, right? Like, we've already broken the celebrity barriers and everything like that. Like, it makes sense that he can be like the next one, or somebody like that. Hell, people joked about The Rock, right? Like anything is possible with U.S. politics, for real.
Yeah, but you're right. Like basically the mold's been broken, like you said, and it's also what it's exposed is that people that you would think that they would laugh off the stage, like they tried to laugh DJT off the stage early on, and everyone was saying he's a clown, he'll never win, he won't even get out of the primaries or whatever it was, right? So it's like, no, he broke the mold. Other people have broke the mold. Reagan broke the mold. That was so long ago. And it shows that these freaking trained puppets are just that. They're just trained puppets. They're empty suits. And then they try to make it to where you didn't even have to wear a suit. And then they went back on that one. They were like, okay, no more hoodies and shorts and tennis shoes, on the floor of the house or whatever, right? Like it's like
and who knows? Maybe they're breaking the mold to what's it called? Groom or build a human mentality, like our mentality or whatever, towards a certain way of thinking that when they get the president, they ultimately want to bring like the final solution or end of days or whatever type of bullshit would come, or the saving days, who knows, whatever it's building up to, but you're seeing like that was one of the, there's been many of the first stages of breaking the molds, like you were talking about. And that's maybe it's to just groom the human consciousness to eventually accept this one type of leader, like that is a combination of celebrity, but it's going to also have a combination of intelligence, because we've had a lot of presidents that aren't very intelligent, and some of them that act stupid but are really intelligent at the same time as well, but it's dude,
we got one wild one going on right now, though. I'll tell you, like it's waking people up. Okay, so check it out. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, no, and people don't think that DJT is going to be coming back or even have a chance in the election. And people are forgetting how divided this country, or once again, they want us to be divided. So it's kind of like we made this up for ourselves, where DJT supporters are going to support, right? They're going to be out there to support. And then there, even Republicans. And anyways, at the end of the day, like whoever's representing for the Republican Party, they're going to go all out for it because they want something else different than Biden. And same thing with Biden people. They're just going to want the same old, I guess, or whatever. I've been, saying that if DJT doesn't stand a chance, I wouldn't be surprised if Ivanka comes out of nowhere as like a dark horse. But, you never know.
Hold on. So when Mullet brings up a good question, is Elon a natural born citizen? I don't think so. He said he immigrated here, so maybe he can't be president. But the thing is, this is what I'm picturing. And when
Yeah.
you said that, it kind of made me like, yeah, maybe he'll be president. I was thinking
Right.
recently. So when he went down to Texas, what I've been seeing through the whole, literally stopping an attack that would have happened through Starlink, and then going
Right.
down to the border and actually showing people, he's like, hey, this is live. This is going to be uncut. You know what I mean? This is going to be real. So you're going to see what I see. So
Right.
what hit me that maybe not president, at least not right now, but an advisor. He could
Yes.
be one of the best advisors to Trump I could ever imagine at this point. I
Oh,
think.
definitely. And he's maybe they're saying he's a modern day Oppenheimer for all we know. Like, with all the Oppenheimer movie symbolism that we've been getting, that this guy's
Okay.
creating. What's up?
Okay, you're the movie man. So
Yeah.
can you clue me in on what you're saying? Because I know about Oppenheimer, right? But
Right.
can you clue me in? Because am I missing something about this movie? Because I never saw it. So can you clue me in,
So
please?
the movie is about the development of the atom bomb and the following Oppenheimer and his character, and like the weight of his decisions and how it affects him, and his human side, but also the side of him that wants to do something remarkable and change the world, and he doesn't know what the consequences of it will be, even though it's so destructive. He's like opening up a new door.
Yes, because of AI. So with AI, that's Elon Musk's like Oppenheimer moment, right? Is that what you're
Dude,
saying?
AI, the guy's one of the richest men on the planet, so he'll be
Right.
responsible for being the face of adoption of innovation. He's already training people with Doge and stuff. Think about all the people who started buying digital assets just because of Doge and stuff like that. It's like, oh, okay, he's training people like for the with all these things, how to use digital assets, how to use AI, how to use the future of social media that he's creating, and building spaceships. That like this guy can do whatever he wants. If he wants to be president, he'll become president. He could buy enough to become president. He has enough money to do it.
Yeah. So here's another. He could become governor of Texas or something. Who knows? Like,
Right.
anything's possible. But I think an advisor, to me, it's a little better because then it would allow him to run his other companies and do his thing, but be
Right.
able to advise, right?
Yeah,
I think
exactly. You're
he's
right.
brilliant.
Exactly.
And
As accredited advisor, and Oppenheimer was like that as well. And the thing with the Oppenheimer too, that I wanted to correlate it with, is that it's about the what the consequences of this boom is going to be. Like I don't want to spoil the movie, but they're trying to show the ripple effects of having created this atom bomb. And there's a lot of ripple symbolism in the movie. Like they're throwing stones in a pond and showing ripples and stuff like that. And then they show a bomb hitting the earth and the ripples that show that and whatever, right? The dent in the universe, if you will. But what I'm saying though is like the atom bomb, it being such a pivotal technology that changed mankind, and it changed it for good because it brought like an era of peace and innovation and things like that. But it also brought more bombs that eventually, bigger bombs, the hydrogen bomb, right? It brought something worse.
Right.
So
And
they
they were blowing those. They were blowing those up in the upper atmosphere, right?
Right. So the thing is like, okay, now with what's happened in 2020, and then what is Elon's part in all this thing? He's a major player, obviously. So like his thing is like, what are going to be the ripple effects of everything that he's doing? Like there's going to be tremendous things, and then there's going to be maybe some stuff that causes catastrophic type of stuff, because that's just the nature of it. You can't control human beings, all of them, right?
Yeah. And this is the thing, man. And I brought it up so many times that Elon is literally the only one out there sounding the alarm about AI, and he's creating some of the most cutting edge AI right now. So that's why I like him. And yeah, before I think he was with the wrong side, but you know what? A lot of people were, and they may not even have known it, unless they saw some and had to do weird, crazy things. But a lot of people didn't even know who they were dealing with, right?
Yeah.
Or what side they were on. They're thinking they're supporting, like right now, if you think you're supporting you might think you're on the right side, but if you ask me, no, you're not on the right side. And that's nothing against the citizens over there, but we're talking about governments.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but the West is on the wrong side of history. But we will be on the right side of history. It just needs to play out. And,
Right.
And we're watching it, man. We're watching it live. And the revolution will be televised right here on Brain Here. No, I'm just kidding.
No, yeah, man, and I'm excited to see how it's all going to come about. I mean, I've been interested in following what's been going on with AI, even though it's kind of annoying to some people. Like, just think about what ChatGPT, when you bring it up, everybody's like, oh my God, this is like clickbaity stuff, or even talking about it or whatever. It's like, no, dude, this is a remarkable thing that's happening right in front of our eyes. We had the birth of this new type of Google, if you will. It's like the frictionless Google. You can just ask ChatGPT something and it gives you the answer. It doesn't give you like 100 links you have to choose from to dig and find the answer. It gives you the freaking answer you're looking for, right? And now, a few months later, you're able to talk to this thing and it records your voice and responds to it. And then now they're starting to create things where it talks back to you with the responses. Yeah. And then a few months from now, I'm predicting not this Christmas, but I wouldn't be surprised with how fast it's evolving. But like next Christmas, you're going to have like children's toys or like your own adult toy that's like your personal assistant or whatever, like, or it can look like the Siri or Amazon Alexa, whatever. It's a ball, but it's like super interactive, like very fluid. You're talking with it, it's talking back, and it's like as if there's another person in the room in there with you. Like
freaking C3PO, man. Like, because I have on my Twitter, like I have one of the Elon Musk robots, and I tweeted out that you literally like C3PO.
Dude, you remember Teletubbies when they came out and it was like, feed me.
Right,
dude, imagine an AI enabled like ChatGPT, like enabled, like you connected to the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi of your home. And this thing can talk to you and it'll be like, hey, feed me. You haven't fed me in a while, you son of a bitch. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh, that would be like the Chucky doll AI. Dude. Oh, shit. Oh,
dude,
God.
you can tell the doll, hey, doll, I want you to act like Stewie, like have the voice of Stewie from Family Guy when you talk to me and stuff. And so it'll like talk to you condescendingly and shit. Or you can have it be your favorite comedian's voice talking to you in their likeness. It's going to be absurd, bro. Like, my gosh, how fast this stuff evolves.
It is. And so, like, I don't know if you interact with Stephanie, Island Ghost Stephanie. Do you interact with her on Twitter? X?
Island Ghost Stephanie. I haven't talked with her on Twitter, but we talked with her on the channel.
Okay, so she's on X, right? And the weird thing is, though, she's utilizing AI. Okay, and she has a regular account, then she has an automated account. And what's really weird about it is when you're interacting with that automated account, you're interacting with AI. So if you comment on it or whatever, you're literally talking to AI. It literally is becoming her.
Wow.
And I don't know how it works. Like, how does it put pictures out there? How does it do this or that? Is it pulling from the freaking computer? Right? It's literally becoming her. It's learning.
Gotta stop, man.
Bro, it's weird. And I told her before, I'm like, this is a little weird. And I remember when I interacted with it recently, I thought about it and then I typed it in there. I'm all interacting with this right here, this tweet or X. I am literally having a conversation with AI. And I was like, it's just a little weird for me. It is. It's strange.
Right.
You know
And then
I mean?
maybe that's what it's evolving up to too, is where you have like, we just put so much faith in AI because it like causes so much, positive change, I guess. Probably going to be some negative stuff too that comes, but like, it just changes the world where then eventually we just put our full trust into it to make it president or something,
So I'm telling you, we don't want to go down the road where we're on that Terminator timeline.
Right.
We do not want that. And that's the dystopian timeline. Okay. That's only if you believe, like I believe, in the timelines and that we can actually change the timelines on the daily. But what they say, what a lot of the people that are really in the know say is that no matter how the timelines change, there's one major timeline, and we're like supposedly on the right timeline, and we're headed to a certain ending, which is really the beginning. And then the other timeline will happen because supposedly there's so many alternate realities of this reality. That's the other weird thing. And that's where the deja vu can come in, I think. Yeah.
Dude, and Van Life here is saying that he's definitely agreeing with like how all this tech is evolving. He's building data centers basically everywhere. Like,
right.
And know, AI is going to be feeding off all of this data. Dude, in a way, like what AI is doing, like, you know how like in fantasy they have those like spirit sucking ghouls, right? Where like they in Harry Potter, there's like those things that come up to you and try to suck the life out of you, right? Like
those are parasites.
I feel like this is what our technology and AI has become. It's like sucking your data out of you. It wants to know everything about you and replicate you and have all your information so then it can know how to like, I don't know what with you, like control you, I guess, or just suck more life out of you or something like that. Weird.
So like what Legendary's saying here, and it totally reminded me of an AI thing I watched, and it says, Legendary says they already have a church of AI. So it made me remember real quick, that there is literally an app that has been created. I don't know if it's the same thing he's talking about, but where you can have a conversation with the AI, and it's Jesus. Now, to me, that's sacrilegious to me, but that's fine. People will do their own thing. But, is it truly a bad thing if it's teaching you wisdom? Like if it's kind of, you know what I mean? Like it's talking to you like, I guess, like Jesus would, like in the teachings of Jesus or whatever. But not everyone believes in Jesus anyways. But if you believe in Jesus, then it's kind of getting a little weird. So I actually had a electronic Bible years and years ago. And it was cool because you could just punch in, boom, and find stuff out real quick, right? Real quick. So that would kind of be like the first iteration of those things going digital. It's kind of wild. Go ahead.
And this is the thing we've been seeing in the Matrix, man. You know that place that Neo wakes up in the Matrix, and he's like, he's in this goo and stuff in this little pod, and he looks over and he sees all these other like massive building-esque looking things that have a bunch of pods and stuff. Like, dude, with what Van Life Biker is saying right here, he's saying he's seeing data centers like everywhere. Is that the type of world we're building out here, where it's like it's just this kind of Zion-esque place that is just super tech, just all feeding off data centers and energy. We're supposedly acting energy efficient, but really it's just to keep feeding the data centers. Like,
hey, I want to show something real quick.
Oh, is that in New York?
Yeah, look at this shit, dude. So hold on, let me make it full screen.
How did Ripple know this, man? Right? Like, how did they know?
Dude, look at this shit, bro. Is it crazy or what?
I love that. That's a great animation, man.
Someone made this shit, dude. Look at this, dude.
Gotta love the XRP community, man.
I know, dude. So, all right, check it out. So for me, like, I'm not the type that's going to want to go and be that adventurous to a city I've never been to, right? So if you look at how, because I watched all the responses today of people that went to the show, right? And it was raining, it's flooding, right? And they're making these videos, and I'm like, wow, that's gonna be horrible. And then you see them in line waiting to get in there, right? And you got Dave right here. You got freaking Jungle Inc. parting the way for the XRP people to get into the show, right? Like letting everyone in.
Yeah, right.
And so I don't know, it's just kind of wild. So I'm like seeing that. So one person was showing the line right outside, and it wasn't raining really, maybe sprinkling a little bit. And I'm thinking, just wonder, all those people standing in line like that, and it's pouring rain on them, how messed up that would be. But yet it wasn't raining that hard on them at all that I know of. So I don't know. It's strange.
Like, how did they freaking know, man? How did they know? They must have controlled. They must have connections with people who control the weather to flood New York and bring all that liquidity. Like they flooded New York with XRP people, and literally the flood actually came out too.
Right. So like,
dude,
right
think
here,
about all the people who are walking by and seeing that massive line and seeing a bunch of XRP logo shirts and
like, what the hell?
And I wonder what street this is on, because if this is like on a main street and if this is like a really nice venue, then a lot of people are subliminally getting advertised XRP by seeing the people waiting in line, wondering, hey, what is this proper party in New York or, you know, where I live and stuff like that. Interesting.
Yeah. And so the proper party, right? And so then, you know, people like we were saying, like the XRP people, the people that are in this community, they're so smart and they don't miss anything. Sometimes I think we get a little crazy on some stuff, but I'm telling you, man, when your mind is open, you see things no one else sees. So they see this big O, and everyone's like, what's that O? You know, it's like,
oh yeah, I was thinking about that as well.
Right? Is it IPO? You know, and you're like, fucking, hey, these people are crazy. I love it. I fucking love it because
I think it's the one loop for all, because a lot of these elite believe in the circle. Right, in the future, right, as the Mojo Loop is a company that they're invested in, and the tagline for Mojo Loop that Ripple's invested in says "one loop for all," and that's a circle. It's a loop's a circle, man. So there's something going on with this circular stuff that Ripple's may announce tonight. Who knows?
Maybe we'll get some breaking news. Hopefully someone will pop in the stream and tell us something
Venom?
good.
Is this the Venom thing that, like, if it got attached to a human body, it would make you look like Venom from Spider-Man?
Oh, you fucking nailed it. So when I saw this, because you got to wonder, is it real, right? And I'm like, this seems pretty real. I mean, you're a movie guy, so I'm like, if this is real, this is exactly the same stuff I've learned about that was the movie was based on in Antarctica, The Thing.
Right.
So
The Blob.
I didn't know.
One of the first horror movies ever created was The Blob.
The Blob, right? So is this the black goo that can fucking like change and become things, right? Like supposedly this was found in Antarctica. It's a real discovery, right? Before, I don't know about this one particular, but it was discovered, but no one talks about it. And they were freaking out over it. Let's show it real quick. Let's show this. Check this out. Nuts.
So one thing like that.
Oh, dude.
Don't tell me it attacks him.
No.
Okay. No. That's crazy though.
It's
like breathing and shit.
Yes, it's fucking moving, bro. Like, so is this the black goo that we hear about? I don't know.
Yes, this is it. This is the beginning, man. This is the freaking beginning, dude.
Okay, so check it out, G. So basically, what I've been hearing, right? Obviously, I get deep. I get into some wild shit, and what I've been hearing is that I'll get off of this real quick. Hold on.
Dude, they're gonna study that substance and find something in it that they're gonna be able to mesh with technology, and it's gonna be like a battery, like something in that goo that's gonna create that liquid metal shit that we've seen in Terminator 2, man.
Okay, so all right, you might be onto something there. Like, okay, so everyone's talking about the G word, which is the graph, right? You don't want to really say it, but kind of try to watch my words. But if you've seen the graph, next to the 5G, how it's activated by the 5G, have you seen that, G?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is acting kind of on that one. It's like acting on its own. Like
that's a great point. You're right. The stuff that make like. I think I remember somebody saying like that's what was in the shots or whatever.
Right.
That it's, and then it'll activate through 5G, and then that's like how it'll move within a person's body and make them do stuff or whatever.
Yes. Now this is what's crazy. So I was in the automotive business my whole career. Mainly my whole career was automotive. And they had this little thing. It was graphene, and you would blow it into locks to help locks.
Shit.
Right? And put a key into a lock, right? So
Yeah.
it's been around for a long time. I think what happened is that they've been figuring shit out. Someone's been doing some mad scientist type shit, and it was a black dust. And supposedly, right, that people have been claiming that there's this black dust, right, this graphene or whatever that's in the air, and it comes down, and eventually, gets into everything.
We breathe it in, even.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yeah. Right. So think about it. Or what's the other they call it? Nano dust, nanotech, right?
Yeah, nanotechnology is a thing, dude, for sure.
So think about that. So the graphene that I was using, it's small pieces of metal.
Oh man, oh dude, okay, now we're getting into it here. So like you know with drones, like how right now in the current phase of drones, when they do presentations in the sky, it looks pretty realistic. It's pretty good, but it's like it's still amazing, like as a human being seeing that. But if you see it in the future, like mini drones and then little nanotech bots that can shape and really look like an actual being or the thing that they're trying to represent. Like when you see it, you can tell, okay, those are drones flying in the sky, forming an Earth or a moon, right? When like you see the drones flying around in the sky like nowadays. Yeah. But imagine mini drones or like nano drones or any nanotechnology shaping into that thing and actually looking like it. And then it makes you question your own reality, and you go, shit, are atoms just nanotechnology, and at any moment they can just shift into a new setting or something? Or it's like, are we living in a computer simulation that updates and corrects itself so we can never figure it out? Is like that the game that we're in?
Well, actually, what I've been learning is the old Matrix has been breaking down, and that's a lot of the glitches we see. There's a lot of glitches, and not just the XRP prices. There's glitches everywhere. Right. And supposedly, it's the original 3D Matrix we've been living in, breaking down, and the old code being kind of like obsoleted and deleted, and new code coming in. And I'll tell you how that's happening. We have stuff coming into our galaxy or our solar system, our Earth, coming from outside. It's literally interstellar. It's coming from outside our galaxy, right? It's energy. It's pure white light. The pure white light has code. That's what white light is. It's code. It's DNA. It's basically DNA upgrades. So when it's coming in, like when we're getting through the sun, right? Through the sun. So you have the sun, and then you have stuff coming from literally out of this world, out of this galaxy, right? Interstellar freaking energies, right? And data. It's data. Light is data. Light is information. So it's coming from the sun, all that other stuff, and it's coming to us, and we're upgrading. And that's why if you get too much sun right now, because we're getting blasted with sun rays, bro, that we haven't. I don't know the last time that we've seen it, but what I've been hearing is that we're getting hit at a point where it's not one big blast that would literally wipe us out, put us back in fucking wild, wild west, because it would break everything. So we're getting we're getting these waves. I hit the mic. I'm sorry, guys. We're getting waves, and each wave is a download. So then you start learning about ascension symptoms. If you believe in this stuff, I know for me, right? This is me. We're quantum computers. And there's quantum waves and the Akashic records all around us, right? Time is an illusion. It's all like this, right? It's like looking down the freaking spiral of like the Twilight Zone, beginning of the Twilight Zone, right? And what that means is that the past, the present, and the future are all happening at the same time, and that's why the remote viewers could view the future, bro, and they could view the past, and they can view now. They could literally go into a freaking bunker, right? They could go into a bunker and remote view the bunker and see people in there making plans. I've already seen that. I've already heard about stuff, and it's been lining up with things that have been happening, events and other intel that I'm picking up, and they're getting it by just having a number, like I said. So I got a little lost here, but what I'm saying
but
is
that's
that
what it's like, though. You
Yeah.
you eventually can just like go down this hole where it's like, whoa, you're talking
Right.
about like not only metaphysics here and chemistry, but how it's like all into one. And then how it still comes to relate with crypto.
no, yeah, and the crypto's linked in there because the crypto. I said crypto.
No, but value.
Go ahead.
Dude, value is such an important part of human psyche. How we value our time, how we value each other and things, right? So then having that data pegged to our value, like, you know, technology, it's basically the marriage between us and technology. That's what they're trying to do, transhumanism, right? So when you're pegging your data to your value, then your identity is pegged to your value. And your identity is pegged to data, and so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm. And your social score, your social credit score, right? Like,
and for some reason we're going to accept something like that in the future, because we've already been getting trained with social media and how we perceive others through social media, that yes, something like a social score where we think that's just would be. I don't. Like, you know, I don't think it's just either, but you know how they'll try to set up a narrative to make that seem like it is.
So if we have this bifurcation,
we don't like that people are getting popular and getting millions of views and all this stuff for doing like really stupid little things, while there's other people who break their back in the 9 to 5 every day, right? But hey, that's what ends up happening still. So it's like, that's what the social score is going to be. It's like, we don't agree with it, but for some reason it's happening, you know?
Yeah, so Island Ghost Stephanie's in here right now. I was just telling G about your automated AI account and how weird it was, Island Ghost, for me interacting with it, and how I caught myself and went, I was just talking to a freaking AI version of Stephanie Island Ghost, and how strange it is to me. So the whole AI thing is a little weird. I was going to say something. I kind of think I may have forgot.
No,
the transhumanism thing.
Yeah,
I think honestly, I think there's a bifurcation point where you know, we'll have a choice to walk either path. And so, like, to me, like a company like Ripple, all right, what they're doing to me is literally legendary. It's legendary.
Right.
And it's okay. Right. So they are the other timeline that I want to be on. They're the timeline I want to be on, right? They were working for the other timeline at one point. Okay, right. But something changed, right? And what changed is they realized what they were dealing with, or maybe it was they were able to sit down with DJT and his crew during his term, and they made deals, and maybe they were privy. Go ahead.
No, they did. There's proof of them meeting Steve Mnuchin and you know things like that.
So, and they are in, and when that was happening, you had no one talks about it, but you had the Electronic Transfer Funds Act, and that had XRP in the documents multiple times, right?
Game over.
And it was freaking already ready to go. So my assumption is that when DJT comes back, that's put forward, right? And then we're instantly on instant payments and everything's right. We're on the right timeline. So what happened is, Ripple was making deals, right? Maybe they were even privy to some stuff. Maybe they were told some stuff. This is what's really going on, and you guys can be a big part of helping us to get on the other timeline or whatever. And there is a weird thing that, why did Lagarde, Brad Garlinghouse, and David Schwartz go to Antarctica? No one can explain that to me other than I know what happened, and this is me. So the system, the financial system is literally magic, right? And it's tech, right, to a point, but it's literally magic, and there's codes, right? So when they talk about the keys to the castle, they show the keys. Remember the symbolism of the keys?
Yes.
Golden keys that were used by Bearable Guy and other people. Well, definitely. The keys are the codes. And so they went to Antarctica, right? They made a deal. Okay, we'll hand over the codes, which are the keys. And, you know, they make a deal. I don't know what the deal would have been for them. You know, maybe you get off or you don't get to, you know, maybe we won't send you to some place like Gitmo or whatever. You know, let's make a deal. And what happened? They went back on the deal. And what did David Schwartz say? Around that time, after that, he said, well, we thought this was going to happen. It's taken a year and a half longer than what we thought, right?
Exactly. And
why did he say that? Why did he say that? Why? Because the pause. We're in the middle of the pause. The pause is. Go ahead.
And the circle out of the other shapes is a level playing field all around. It's a level playing field. That's the circle for the proper right there. Level playing field.
Right. That was the word being used. That was the freaking trigger word, right? That was, or not the trigger word, but it would probably trigger the people that didn't want it, but they were all using it, even the guard, right?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't it make sense? So what happened is, once they realized they got DJT out of the way, what did they do? Boom! They slap a lawsuit, sleeping in the darkness. They come out of the darkness and they slap a lawsuit on Ripple.
Yep. And
right after they realized that they had taken it, and it was they're in control now, right? They were hiding like snakes in the weeds, right? And so now Ripple's the bad guy. Why? Because they were working with Team Light, is what I would call them, or Team Good, or whatever you want to call them. Like, that's how I look at it. That's how I see it. And
DJT planted all the seeds in that term of his, man, and especially in 2020. In 2020, especially, all the trade deals that he was doing, and then you know what's funny, man?
Abraham Accords.
You remember that we would see the media and the people, the leaders, and Trump even, and everybody connecting elbows during CV19, right? They would do, instead of a handshake, because we were all scared to connect hands, we would do elbow taps.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Dude, what if that elbow tap gesture is some weird, like, ancient ritual thing and like during such a pivotal time in 2020 when there was a big opening there to do all these things, they needed to keep doing, show that they're all on the same page and do this cultish ritual thing. And the more people that are doing it, even the more energy it propagates towards that manifestation that they're trying to create or something.
So you believe in portals and stuff?
I mean, I'm open to anything. I don't. Yeah. Once again, believing and knowing are two different things, right? So I believe anything is possible.
Yeah.
Knowing anything is possible is up for me to discover, right? Like, and I'm a big personal experience guy. Like, I haven't seen aliens, I haven't seen the Bigfoot or anything like that. But if other people have, I'm all for it that you saw it and your truth and what you're experiencing and like that reality that you're going through and things like that. And, so I respect that.
Yeah, and I personally believe in portals and stargates and all that. There's been enough proof to prove it. It goes back in ancient history.
Right.
And so you were basically saying that there was a point in 2020, which I believe every year there's been a point, especially now with everyone waking up and focusing on similar things. It's powerful because, like, say, a Lionsgate portal, that's one of the most powerful ones is a Lionsgate portal, which is during August, during the Leo month. So, and that's just one of them. There's a bunch of them, and then you have the full moon. Dude, we have full moon Friday right now, man. It's
right.
Last
and you
night,
feel it. You feel the energy. I feel the energy, dude.
Yes. So. And I was hoping, I'm like, man, I don't know if anyone's going to even show up. It's Full Moon Friday, man. Am I even going to do a show? And I'm like, man, there's got to be some people that are going to show up, right? So I was out back yesterday, doing, hanging out with Mother Nature, right? And so I'm chilling I have like this little deck. It's kind of like where you literally can like jam on it. It's like a little deck, it's my cool spot, right? So the trees over here to the left, going towards SoCal, right? They're covering the moon, but I can see the light. And I'm just chilling. And I'm like, man, I can feel the energy really. And then I get up and I'm like, so I'm kind of in the dark, but it's lit up a little bit, right? And I get up and I step back a little bit and then I can see the moon coming up. And dude, it was fucking huge. And it literally was so bright and powerful, it was blinding me, right?
It was
And-
yeah.
dude.
No,
And I haven't seen it tonight.
Oh,
You know?
dude. And last night, I had a lot of clouds in my area, but everything was still visible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's as if
Oh,
the
yeah.
moon's power was so strong
Yeah.
that even like, because I there's a certain area that I walk through and it's pitch black usually when I walk through it. But that night or last night, it was like you could see around it, and I'm like, damn, dude, this is a powerful moon that's going through these clouds and getting diffused, around the area. But
Right.
yeah, great. No, the reason I believe in it, or at least like to hear about it, is because like I'm a movie guy. Like it's like fantasy, and like
Right.
there's something more to this world than meets the eye, and it's.
Yep.
And I've had personal experiences with like that felt like otherworldly and other vibrational type of experiences for sure in my life. And, still continue to in this life and, or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anything's going to be possible. And the stuff that's lining up right now, we just got to keep taking it day by day. And, eventually, like, there's a reason all of us are here right now and attracted to this XRP thing, attracted to this Ripple thing, attracted to the, what's going on with digital assets. And it's because we see what's coming. We have the power of vision, and we see what's coming and how the future is going to be shaped by these things.
Yeah, I agree. And going back to the moon, I don't know if you ever got to see it, but there was a picture that Legendary shared with us, and it was with a.
Check it out. It was ginger red.
Yeah, no. So he hasn't shared it with us since, but he says he still has it. But I want to just say real quick, and maybe one of these days he'll bring it to us. But what it was is he had a picture, because I was getting into some deep stuff, right? And he had a picture that was from our some agency of our government or whatever it was. Science freaking people had one of these insane technology telescope thing, whatever it was, whether it was LiDAR or whatever. And he had the picture of the moon, and there was literally a big giant square in the center of it, like a machine.
Wow.
And I have heard so many different things, whether it was ancients, Aborigines in Australia talking about time before the moon, and then there was two moons, and one was destroyed in the Great War, Space War, right? And all this crazy shit. What lines up with in India, where they supposedly had these wars in the sky with these weapons, and there was supposedly a nuclear war over there, and they found proof of it from an ancient city that was literally turned to glass. And there's remnants of nuclear waste, right? Like of a nuclear explosion.
Right.
So my theory is that the moon is a machine. It's literally like a Death Star. And right now, check it out. Right now, it's fully powered up. So if bad guys were in control of it, that's when people would go nuts, because they would be sending frequencies to us, fully powered up, and they're sending frequencies to us. And the crazy ones get even crazier, and that's when they have lunacy, right? And I remember on 2012, my mom had some really bad things happening with blood pressure and all that. Almost lost her that year. She passed away like 3 years later, but 2012 was a really hardcore year. But I remember being in the hospital with her, and it was a full moon, I want to say, and it was like freaking it was around a full moon, I think, and it was no, it wasn't a full moon. I think it was just because it was the Mayan thing, the prediction of the Mayans. And they were like, the only other time we've seen this kind of people in here, like having issues and like stressed out and anxiety and all this stuff, all these problems, right, is on full moons, right? And you'll hear that if you talk to people that are in like a police force or emergency, responders. The full moon is out of control. I mean, when we used to party on the full moon, that's when a lot of things would go down at bars or whatever. So I believe it's a power station. It powers up just like the Death Star would. And what I've been told is that the supposedly good entities or whatever you want to call them, control it now. But I don't know if that's true or not. But just think about if that was true and they were sending good frequencies towards us, and that was also helping people to wake up on top of the sun and the outer solar system and outer interstellar energies that are coming in. I could be totally off base, but I think I'm a little closer than not. That's just me, right? Like, there's more to it. And I think first contact, G, is going to be with inner Earth. We're going to find out that inner Earth beings survived the floods and all those things, and that Asgard is real. They call it Shambhala, right? Shambhala.
Dude, that's going to be unreal, man. That's going to be so crazy. Like, and that's where it's going to really unlock, like, wow, our Earth is massive. Like, it's not on, you know, like where we just start really understanding how big even the potential of our own Earth is, even outside of space and everything.
And then everyone goes back to Admiral Byrd. They start to realize that what Admiral Byrd was saying was totally real. And they, you know, people, and that's being taught in schools, you know what I mean? Like, and it just, everything changes right at that point. And then we realize that, wow, we are all one, right? And then this is another thing that I've heard too. And when they tell us that we're castaways, that to me would be mind blowing. That we're actually castaways on the outer Earth, because the outer Earth people are crazy and they go to war and they want to blow up the Earth and destroy it and all these things, right?
Yeah.
The inner Earth people are and I think there is a hell within the inner Earth. There's catacombs and you know, there's demons and beasts in there too. But in the center, there's a sun, supposedly, according to Admiral Byrd and ancients. There's its own sun. It has its own atmosphere. It has its own tropics. It has oceans, islands. It's called Shambhala. Okay, and they're big, tall whites and different you know, beings, right? Like, but they're very advanced. It's insane, G. Like, so if this is our future, if this is what comes out, I think it's going to be insane. And we realize that first contact's inner Earth, right? And that, oh, guess what? There were beings here already from other planets and dimensions. And yeah, and a lot of the crafts we've been seeing was ours or other countries, or maybe it was the inner Earth people. Because guess what? The freaking story from Admiral Byrd was we went there, the Marines went there, and we limped out of there, right?
Yeah,
we went on an expedition. We went in, we got our asses kicked. There were ships flying out of the ocean. They were shaped like saucers. They had swastikas on them.
Right.
They were called Flugerans, I think was the name. I want to say. I could be wrong.
And like, you know, all this symbolism with water people, right? Like with Aquaman franchise. With
Wonder Woman.
Avatar franchise, a lot of stuff was underwater in that movie. And the recent one, it's called The Way of Water. So like maybe those are some of the inner Earth beings, as well as like finding these other like.
Hey, wasn't it Wonder Woman? Wasn't it Wonder Woman 2 where World War II was going on and this guy freaking crashed into their reality? He like went through the freaking wall or whatever it was, or the veil, and he ended up in freaking in Wonder Woman's world, which was like Rome. It was like a Rome.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So I believe in that stuff, right? Like, so yeah, facts are stranger than fiction. You know, that's how I kind of see the world. You know, and then back to the crypto thing. I really believe this too, that the cryptography and all that, and what we're witnessing now, and what they're building, and maybe even David Schwartz has some connections to this stuff. Like, I was told from what I've been learning is that the technology was given to us through either Alpha Centauri or the Syrians, or both, or Pleiadians too. So who knows, right? Like I don't know, man. Could it be, you know, hey, anything's possible. Like it's already an interstellar like payment, you know, technology. I don't know. That's how big my brain goes.
Yeah.
I know it's mind blowing, but
damn. Well, I mean,
we could create some movies.
It somehow ends up with mass adoption of digital assets, and
that's all we care about.
And you know, maybe we'll be rich enough to just keep elongating our lives to see all that crazy shit go down eventually.
Yes. I definitely want to be a part of it all, man. You know, hyperbolic chambers and freaking when I was talking about tachyon chambers on my old channel, I talked about tachyon chambers. tachyons are real. They're in the upper atmosphere. Supposedly they could literally heal us, and it's like a fountain of youth type of technology. Matter of fact, they even have some in Petaluma. I don't know if they survived 2020, but when I was doing my show, Petaluma had tachyon chamber, like a day spa thing, and people were getting results from them. And they were using satellites to beam the tachyons down to this chamber thing, almost like a tanning booth, and it was helping people. So it's mind blowing. So it was already out there. So I was talking about it, and it was already out there, right? And the word was spreading. They were kind of boutique, it was a little bit more boutique. But a lot of tech is coming to the surface, like terahertz wand. I have a terahertz wand. And that is a technology that's patented, been proven, and everything. Terahertz is actually it's something that's good, and it will actually rebuild the stem cells. That's what's really crazy. Okay, right. So there's terahertz technology, which actually combines terahertz, quartz technology, and scalar waves. So it's all three of them built into this. I have the wand. I could go grab it and show you. And then there's what's the other one? There's a bunch, man. But the scalar waves and the freaking the terahertz stuff is wild. And then you have what's the other wave that they have? There's other ones. I can't think of it all right now. It's freaking.
But somehow, some way, it's going to end up with like a mass adoption of digital assets, and Blue Crew's going to be sitting pretty and having a good time.
Well, think about it. So when that happens, because it's going to happen, we'll be able to have more access to things that maybe normally we didn't know about, or maybe we couldn't afford to have or use. Right? We'll be able to do things that maybe we normally wouldn't be able to.
Dude, what if they gave us an option? Like, we meet somebody, like, what if you hit like a certain price point where like they send somebody to your home somehow, and then they interview you and say, hey, do you want to like go live in the inner earth with us? And if you don't, you have to sign this contract that you're never going to talk about this meeting and all this stuff. And if you do, we'll find you again, Yeah,
and Legendary says, don't forget about med beds. And it's kind of what I was talking about, med beds.
Med beds,
Yeah, with the tachyon chamber type stuff. But
dude, I mean, when AI takes care of when AI takes over and takes over the health department of stuff, man, that's going to be crazy.
Okay, so they already showed us, G. You're the movie man. They showed us in Elysium. Remember Elysium?
Yeah.
They showed us. Remember they were escaping Earth to get up there in that space station so that they could use the med beds to heal themselves.
Yeah.
And it was based in LA, and LA was just a huge shithole, and the healthcare was horrible, right? And people were like fucking, they were like cyborgs and shit. People had like fucking mech, they were like mech warrior dudes, and it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh no, dude. And this movie coming out called The Creator, where there's like a kid, like a child AI, like you, man. Are you telling me my kid's gonna need like freaking electronic, or AI limbs because like the freaking vaccines they took or you made me take are giving me like deformed kids, or like kids who have to lose a limb in the future and then use the fucking technology? Like, you, man.
Yeah, well, they forced it on you in a way. Now, something weird too, bro. I don't know if you heard about this. Did you hear Israel's already doing this? I saw Netanyahu doing a demo. Way. Dude, he was doing a demo. Now, check this out. This is a different type of kind of weirdness, right? But who knows? It was basically where they were 3D printing fish and steaks, but they were using proteins, right, of the fish and the steak. I think it was even a filet mignon. It may have been a filet mignon, I want to say. And he ate the food, right? So it's the proteins and all that are done in the lab, and then they put it into the 3D printer, and it prints out a steak and a fish. And dude, it was nuts. And it looked so real. And he was freaking eating it. He was blown away. And that was in Israel. So that's kind of weird. It's almost like a Star Trek thing in a way, where you have the replicators. Remember the replicators?
Yeah.
That's a 3D printer, right? But in the way they're doing it would be like,
so true.
It's like God in a way, right? You'd be like almost like God, and you press, okay, I want a latte, and then boom, a latte is created, or whatever it is. It's created almost like it's doing the molecules and all that, rather than really 3D printing it. It just boom, and it's there, right? So kind of like magic in a way, but is it really magic, or are you just using the quantum around you, right? So I think it's almost like things are neutral, and it's whatever people use it for and who's running it. Like, is it an evil king or leader, or is it a good person that has good in them, right? And they want to do good with it. So that's what really matters at the end of the day, that we all learn from this time we're living in right now to be better people, especially if a lot of people are going to become freaking lottery millionaires overnight.
Right.
You got to be a better person, and you have to be smart, and you have to not get consumed and be greedy and all those things, because it will hurt. It will hurt, man, because and then you'll see maybe even the worst of some people that might want to like be your friend all of a sudden. And you hear about the lottery guys, and you see they have like a brown bag full of like letters of all the people that, could you please lend me, $30,000 so I can go to college.
That's how it is, man.
So I don't know. I think Island Ghost is out. All right, girl, have a good one, man. Thank you for everyone to hang out with. Yeah.
Man.
Go ahead.
I'm probably gonna be heading out soon too, but
right on.
With what we're saying though is it's just, we got to go day by day. That stuff is so far out from us, but I think we'll be able to witness it. But man, like the stuff these kids are going to be growing up into, man, it's like they're gonna surprises and all this stuff. Like to us, it's massive, right? But to them, it's like, that's just the daily. That's the daily thing. And then like, what's going to be what's going to be something that moves them emotionally, in the future that they find as a surprise,
Yeah, we're definitely relying on the generations coming up and to do the right things, right? We have to be the example. We have to be the example. So,
and we will.
I believe that too. I know there's enough people in our community that are really good people, right? And they're fighting for the future for everyone right now. That's how I see our mission. Like the XRP Army couldn't be a better name. It's like you literally are enlisted and you're battling and you're getting freaking beat down, and maybe you'll take a little bit of time off. You have a little R&R, like in Vietnam, you would have went to Saigon or whatever. You would have went somewhere that was more neutral, right? And then you come back and you're on the front lines again, like in the trenches. So.
Yeah, exactly, man. We are on the front lines here. It is a grind to not get so distracted with a lot of other nonsense that's going around while you're seeing the evolution of digital assets, man.
Yeah. Right. I know. And that's the thing. Like, they could be bad or they could be good, right? It depends on who's doing it. The coin is kind of neutral, really, or the token or the blockchain, but it's the person who's behind it. Are they evil and they're going to freaking suck you in and then rug you and then, run away with millions of dollars and never get in trouble for it?
Exactly.
There's that everywhere. And it's like, I think a lot of people, I think, learn though from 2021 on, with some things. I hope they did. I had a lot of lessons, believe me, dude. It was brutal. Don't spend it, borrow against it. Bobby Townsend says. So I do envision us being the lenders, leasing or whatever they want to call it, right? Like being able to lease out your asset or whatever you want to call it.
No, I hear you, man. And just thanks for having me on, Rain. I got to head out, man. I'm running on fumes, and I appreciate you having me on, dude. And I hope the best for your channel here. And I'll see you in the next one, my man.
Hey, I appreciate you coming on and support me and giving me someone to bounce off of. And I think we had a great conversation. Yeah, we'll probably we'll probably call it for the night.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. And I want to end it with I have something on X I want to show that I think I showed it before, but Let's see here. Yeah, I'll show this one again here. Hold on. Let's see here. Do another one here. And
All
this
right.
is basically inspiring, I think. All right, buddy. Hey, thank you, bud.
I'll tune in the live. All right. Peace out.
Yeah,
Adios.
Yeah, stay safe out there, buddy. All right, let me hold on. Turn off. Yeah, I appreciate everyone coming out, man. You guys are awesome, hanging out all night long like this. Supporting it. Supporting what we do. Oh, wait, that's not it. Is it? Oh, that is. It is. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go.
I am a soldier in the army of my God. The Lord Jesus Christ is my commanding officer. The Holy Bible is my code of conduct. Faith, prayer, and the Word are my weapons of warfare. I have been taught by the Holy Spirit, trained by experience, tried by adversity, and tested by fire. I am a volunteer in this army. I am enlisted for eternity. I will not get out, sell out, be talked out, or pushed out. I am a soldier. I am not a baby. I do not need to be pampered, petted, primed up, pumped up, picked up, or pepped up, because I am a soldier. No one has to call me, remind me, write me, visit me, entice me, or lure me, because I am a soldier. No one has to send me flowers, gifts, food, cards, candy, or give me handouts. I do not need to be cuddled, cradled, cared for, or catered to. I am committed. I am a soldier. I cannot be discouraged enough to turn me aside. I cannot lose enough to cause me to quit. I will win. I am more than a conqueror. I will always triumph. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthen me. Devils cannot defeat me. People cannot disillusion me. Weather cannot weary me. Sickness cannot stop me. Battles cannot beat me. Money cannot buy me. Governments cannot silence me. And hell cannot handle me. I am a soldier. Even death cannot destroy me. For when my commander calls me from this battlefield, he will promote me to captain and then allow me to rule with him. I am a soldier in the army. I am marching. I am claiming victory. I will not give up. I will not turn around. I am a soldier.
I hope y'all feeling this, cause we're coming to you live,
Straight out the trailer.
straight out the trailer. Yeah, that's what I said. Coming straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
You can bet on that.
Bet $1 million.
Yeah, you better not be hating.
Don't hate.
Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. I'm coming to you. Straight out the trailer. I'm running from the jailer.
Yeah, the jailer.
Need to send me a motherfucking express mailer.
Express mailer.
Going to see the motherfucking bailiff.
You don't want to see the bailiff.
Cause I'm coming straight out the motherfucking
Trailer.
trailer.
Motherfucking trailer.
Yo, we're kicking it in a double wide deluxe. This baby's so sweet. better bring your tux. Straight wearing roll-ups. You need to show me the big bucks. We're making this flow straight out the trailer. Coming to you straight from the motherfucking trailer. Straight out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
Yeah. Coming straight up out the trailer. When you leave here, you're gonna need a bailer. Cause the jailer, he's coming up in the trailer. He's gonna bring down the lawman and take your white boy out of here. Jump if you got a trailer.
Jump, jump.
Holla if you got a trailer.
Holla for the trailers.
Yeah, all you shot collars, staying in trailers. You're still all players.
Players in the trailers.
Just cause you grew up in a trailer,
Don't be hating.
don't mean you can't be a player.
Player.
Straight out the trailer,
Straight out the trailer.
coming to
Straight
you.
out the trailer.
Straight out the trailer.
From straight out the trailer.
Yeah, we got the baddest double wide on the block. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
sweet.
don't make me mad.
No, don't do that.
I'll load that baby up to my hitch.
Quicker than you
I'll
can
be
speak.
on down the road.
Don't even blink, it'll be
Yeah,
gone.
Herbie. Down the road.
Down the road. Down
Straight
the
out
road.
the trailer. Straight out the trailer. Yeah, we're coming from it. Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. Straight out the trailer. We're coming to you. From straight out the trailer.
Oh, yeah. From straight out this trailer. I smell someone cooking some chicken. I'm hungry. There's one thing about living in a trailer park. People are friendly, and they will feed you like you was animal. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer. Coming straight out the trailer.
Thank you for listening to F.N.W.R. Radio with Rain here. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Drive safe. Be responsible, good people. Thank you. Come again. Rain here. Rain out.